So what is the difference between an influencer and a network marketer or a market partner with Monat? I want to explain it all because I am doing both things. I have been doing both things for quite a bit. So I want to explain the differences and the similarities between the two, and just give you the perspective on both ways of making money and making an impact on other people. So if this is something that you have kind of been looking into, maybe you're already an influencer and you're considering becoming a network marketer, and you're just wondering how things are going to change, what are the differences, and all the things that are possibly running through your head when you're thinking about making that change and making that step. And maybe you are a network marketer, but you're also trying to grow a brand and becoming an influencer on social media. So I want to explain everything to you right from the insider point of view. Before we dive into it, I want to say that I am in no shape or form here going to be bashing influencers or network marketers, because I believe that everybody can coexist, everybody can make an impact in a good way, influence people in a good way if they're being authentic, and make money in a good way, pursuing their passions and doing the things that they truly believe in and that they truly love. So if this is something that you wanted to learn about, please stay tuned and let's get into it. My name is Alina. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new on here. I'm super excited for you to be watching this video, particularly because this has been a long way coming and a lot of people have been asking me this question. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just create this video and put all of my experiences and everything that I know both about being an influencer and network marketer into this one little video, and just for you guys to enjoy. So if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do that. And if you are interested in network marketing, being an influencer, possibly working with Monat, make sure that you're subscribed and turn those notifications on, because I do post videos that might be of value to you. So with no longer keeping you waiting, let's just get into it. So what is an influencer? Like, what is the influencer? I know it's a huge word that has been used for the past few years a lot, right? And you're probably wondering, okay, what is the definition of an influencer, right? So I just wrote it down, so I'm going to just write the definition straight from Wikipedia to you. So an influencer is a person with the ability to influence potential buyers by promoting a product or a service, right? So you probably see it all over your social media, right? People recommending products, people recommending restaurants, brands, traveling destinations, and anything and everything, right? So this is basically kind of like a recommendation business. That is, being an influencer in a nutshell. So you're basically influencing people's buying behaviors through recommending the things that you're currently using, currently experiencing, or used in the past or experienced, right? Through giving kind of your idea about the product, maybe sharing some tutorials, maybe sharing some tips and tricks, the insider information, photos, videos, and all the good stuff. So now let's think about what is, a network marketer? Like, what is a network marketer? A network marketer is basically the same person promoting products, services, and building a business, right? So there is a little bit of a difference between a network marketer and affiliate marketer influencer. So influencers, since I already mentioned the word affiliate marketing, right? I will just go right into it. So the influencers mostly use affiliate marketing, or brands mostly use affiliate marketing when they work with different influencers, right? So by affiliate marketing, I mean that an influencer gets a specific website link, which is called affiliate link, or they get a specific discount code with their name that their followers can use to get a discount on specific products, right? So when one of their followers goes and clicks on that link and buys something, right, like a piece of clothing or a gadget or a beauty product, whatever it may be, the brand then in return is going to pay a small commission to that influencer, right, for promoting their product. The same thing goes if you have a discount code from an influencer. If you go and use that discount code, the same thing, it's all being tracked, and that influencer is going to get a small commission for promoting that brand or product or service, whatever it may be. This is how influencers are basically making money. The other way how influencers are making money is through direct collaboration with the companies, whereas the company and most brands do have a specific budget dedicated specifically to influence marketing. And as the current stats are saying, it's at least about 15% that could be going into, budgeting for paying influencers. So, if you're collaborating with specific brands and you have quite a large following too, you can get as well compensated directly from the brand, right? By posting specific content on your page and promoting their products or services. So 2 different ways: affiliate links, discount codes, and directly paid by the brand for collaborating with them. With that being said, what I want to stress is that earning potential is great here, but only for the accounts that have a very large following and a very engaged, almost like fan-based audience, right? So just think about it. How many people do you need to have in your audience to really be making thousands of dollars a month just from the sales? If your commissions from those products or services are very minimal, like you're making anywhere from like cents to a few dollars to, of course, if you're promoting luxury products, maybe a couple $100 in that case. But how many purchases have to be made through all of your affiliate links on a daily basis to be making enough money, right? So with that in mind, you have to have a very large and very engaged following, right, to be making really, really good income just from being an influencer on social media. Your followers need to like and trust you. They almost need to be like real fans, right? So whenever you go buy a lipstick, they all go and buy that lipstick with you just because you bought it, right? So which is awesome for huge accounts, but not very realistic for very little accounts. And I can talk about it because that comes from my own experience. I've worked with brands, I worked with apps like Reward Style and things like that. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. So you can trust me. Another point that I want to stress is, let's say, for example, I'm promoting a platform like Reward Style, for example, right? Then one of my followers decided to get on the Reward Style app herself, right? And to start making commissions for recommending products and, clothing items and beauty items through the app. So she goes and signs up with Reward Style through my influence, right? Because I was there and she decided to do the exact same thing because of my advice, because I'm doing it. So now, do I get compensated on that? No. And that's where the difference between network marketing and influencer marketing kind of like starts really, really showing, right? Because as an influencer, yes, you do get commissions for recommending products. Yes, you do collaborate with brands. Yes, you do have a variety of different brands that you can collaborate with. But if you do influence other people to do the exact same thing, you do not get compensated for it, right? Whereas in network marketing, let's say if I talk about my business, if I want to bring on people into my business and our organization, people want to become, let's say, a market partner with Monat, because that's what I'm doing. They join my team, and of course I get compensated for it, and of course I start making sales commissions from whatever they're starting to sell, right? Whereas in influencer world, if I influence 100, 500, 300, I don't know how many people to go and join Reward Style or to go and join a specific brand because of me. I do not get any compensation for that, right? And if all of them start recommending that brand and start selling, recommending those products through their own affiliate links, I don't get any type of commissions for that. So that's where the difference. So what I want to say by stressing that is there's a lot more earning potential in being a network marketer versus being an influencer in that respect, because you do get to build a big team, an organization, and you get commissions from all of their sales because I think you deserve to, because you brought them here, right? Versus here, you did not get anything, but you still brought them there. See the difference? See where I'm going with that? I hope you do. Another difference in earning potential, since we are talking about making money, is the bonuses, right? Like influencers are very limited into how much money they can be making from brands. Yes, they might be getting free products from different brands. Yes, they might get direct compensation from specific brands for posting on their behalf and recommending their products. Yes, they get compensations, the sales commissions through their affiliate links and their discount codes. Whereas as network marketers, we make money from our personal sales, right? So if I have the exact same affiliate link with Monat as I do have affiliate links with Reward Style, for example, right? So if somebody goes onto Monat website through my affiliate link, purchases something, I get automatic commissions. But we also have 10 different ways that we can make money with Monat. And I'm talking about Monat because, again, I am a Monat girl. So that's what I know, loud and proud, right? So anyways, if anybody goes through my affiliate link and joins, let's say becomes a VIP customer or becomes a market partner and starts working, I get compensated for that as well, right? So we also have an opportunity to make extra bonuses. Tons of incentives. So every month the company might do like a little incentive with extra bonuses or extra free products or something like that, right? We also have a potential to earn free trips, whereas influencers, I have not really seen a lot of brands that are going to send you on a free vacation, 2 to 3 to 4 times a year. I have yet to experience that. Maybe that happens, but not on a regular basis, right? And again, if that happens, you have to have, I don't know how many followers you have to have, like really to be experienced that. And probably you have to be like in a travel niche if that's going to happen ever. So here with network marketing, we do have incentive trips. We have a potential to earn a free car, a paid for car. So being a network marketer, it just gives you a little bit more incentives, more earning potential if you can see that, right? Plus it's also great to have that residual income coming in because, you are making commissions from all of your customers, from all of the people that are on your team and their customers and they, their people on their team and their customers. So basically when you're waking up and you're checking your numbers grew because somebody, people are working, and if you're doing your job right, people are working, and you have a growing team, you have a growing and expanding customer base because you're building that relationship. And that's where I want to stress another point about, being influencers versus being a network marketer. So when you're an influencer, yes, you are building relationships virtually with your followers, but not in the same exact way. In network marketing, we recommend specific products, right? And we do have customers that are loyal to us. So let's say with Monat, we have VIP customers, and I cherish my VIP customers, right? Like I know what their needs are. I want to see their progress. So I'm in constant contact with them. They become my friends. In some cases, they're almost like my family because we are in constant contact. They share photos, they share their progress with me, and that makes me happy. And I really, really do care about them, and I know exactly every single VIP, their names and everything about them, like mostly everything about them. Versus being an influencer, when somebody goes on Reward Style and purchases something from, my recommendation, I have no clue who that person is. Right? The same thing if somebody goes and purchases something from a brand through my discount link. or gets a service done through my recommendation, through my discount link, I have no clue who that person is. I have no way to contact them and see how they're loving it, you know, how I don't know, their hair, their anything is doing, right? Like how they're loving that skirt that they bought, because I don't know who purchased that, so I cannot build that relationship with them. Whereas in network marketing, I feel like it's a more relationship type of business. The same thing, if somebody goes and joins, you know, let's say reward style on my behalf, like because I'm doing it and they saw it and they were influenced by me in making that decision to go and join reward style, I don't even know who they are. Like, I cannot teach them. I cannot, you know, share my experience with them. I cannot work with them. Whereas in network marketing, if somebody joins my Monat team, they are part of my family now. Like, I take my time to teach them everything I know. I pour my heart and soul into them, and they become like very, very close friends because we talk so much. If they want to grow their business and expand, and are open enough to learn from me. Okay, so it's a whole different level of relationship building in network marketing, I feel, versus just being an influencer. And I do consider, you know, my followers my friends. We chat a lot through DMs and comments and all of that, but I hope you can see the difference. It's a different world. Another difference between being an influencer and a network marketer, I want to say, is in free education. So when you become, you know, when you get yourself familiarized with the influencer world, you have to learn everything on your own, right? You can't just go to another influencer and say, hey girlfriend, share all your tips and tricks, how you're pitching brands, how you're doing this, how you're doing that, how did you start your, I don't know, your online boutique, share everything with me. Most likely they're just not going to respond to you, or they will, you know, say something like, you know, go and learn on your own. Because why? Why would they waste their time teaching you? Because they're not benefiting it in any way, right? Shape or form. So why would they waste their time on explaining things to you? So you have to go and literally figure everything out on your own. You know, watch YouTube videos, you know, scout information on Google, follow different accounts, trial and error, all of the things. Whereas when you join network marketing, you better believe that you're going to get all the education that you require to start your business for free. You know, it's just laid out for you. Your upline, the person that you're joining, is going to educate you, is going to share all of their experience. When somebody joins my team, for example, I don't want them to make the same mistakes that I made when I joined, right? So I'm going to share everything I know with them, right? And I want them to get started strong. So I'm going to share every bit and piece of information that I have. And like, I just want them to benefit from this information, because at the end of the day, it's going to benefit me and it's going to benefit them. So I'm helping them grow, and they're going to pass that on to their people as well, right? So it benefits everybody in the long run. So you see, free education, no, non-existent here. Free education, yes, existent in network marketing. So now, content, right? Both affiliate marketers, influencers, and network marketers now, because let's face it, social media is huge these days, so we can reach big audiences of people, and that's how basically all brands and all business, small business to big businesses, this is how everybody operates these days, through social media, right? So creating content is just one of those things that we need to do, both being an influencer and a social media marketer or network marketer, if you want to say so. So creating content, when you're an influencer and you're collaborating with brands, sometimes brands put you in very specific boxes as to, you know, what type of content, what kind of colors they want, when they want this content to be posted, how many pieces of content they require, and all of the things. So sometimes you're kind of like framed and also pressed for time, and it's a lot of work, right? So you're not quite free into expressing yourself sometimes. You know what I mean if you're, you know, you've worked with specific brands before. Versus when you're a network marketer, it's your own business. So you're building your own brand. So you have that creativity. Nobody's telling you exactly what to post, when to post. At least, you know, when I'm working with Monat, I don't have that experience, right? They do not tell me how many times a day I have to be posting on my social media channels. They do not tell me what kind of colors and branding I have to be using, what types of content I need to be using, what types of hashtags and all of those things, right? I'm free to express myself and to talk to my audience the way I want to be talking. Also, one thing about, being an influencer and network marketing in terms of content, in order to be making good money being an influencer, how many brands you should be realistically working with and how many pieces of content you should be realistically pushing out every single day in order to be making a sustainable living, right? Like I'm talking about at least thousands of dollars a month, right? So that you can just do that and concentrate on just that. It takes an enormous amount of work to put that content together. I'm talking, you have to go out and scout locations, photo shoots, taking product photos, taking photos of yourself, outfits, and all of those things, gear, and then, the time to edit everything. Now, like the videos, the reels that you have to put out, the IGTVs, live videos, all of those things. If you want to be growing your account as well, and if you want to be relevant, it takes a tremendous amount of work. And then again, if you want to be working with, multiple brands, sometimes, with all of the different requirements that you need to push and all the different things that you need to be promoting, that kind of falls into the next piece of authenticity. Authenticity for me personally is huge. I just cannot stress enough how much authenticity means to me, and it should mean to every single influencer. Which sometimes it's just hard if you want to be making money. So this kind of goes sometimes into conflict. Being authentic to your truths, to your likes, and wanting to make money. Let me explain what I mean. So if you want to be making good amount of money being an influencer, you need to be working with a large amount of brands. Again, unless you have a huge following and a very engaged audience, then you can kind of fall into a specific niche. Like let's say you're recommending clothing and beauty, and that's about it, right? But that is not very realistic for the majority of people. So most people are forced to work with any type of brand that is going to pay them. So recommending anything from, laundry detergent to food to snacks to beauty products to hair care products to clothing to bags to anything. Do you see what I mean? And some brands, because that happened to me, some brands are like very pushy. They want you to push the content very fast. So let's say I had a brand reach out to me and say, hey, we want to collaborate with you. We love your content. Please, let us know if you want to work with us. I was like, okay, like I'm open to trying new products all the time. I'm okay with that. As long as it's not hair care, or for the most part, not skincare either. But I was like, okay, sure, I'll check out your products. And they told me, okay, well, we'll send you these products. We need you to post. We need you to post within 2 days of receiving the product. Well, I was like, okay, well, that does not give me time, first of all, to try out the products, to form my own opinion about them. Second of all, it does not give me the time to create content. Well, and then they're saying, well, we are going to provide photos for you. Again, this is not very authentic. This is not my content, right? And what they said, they don't really care about my personal experience with the product. They just want me to post. And of course I said no, because it's not me. It's not being authentic. I cannot post about anything. I cannot recommend anything that I have not personally tried and I do not personally believe 300% in, okay? If I'm buying a lipstick, I need to try it out at least for a week before I go and talk to my followers about it, because I consider my followers my friend. I want to stay authentic. It's not about the paycheck for me, because again, I'm making way more money with Monat than just being an influencer, so I can do that. But for a lot of influencers, they just do not have that luxury, right? They are forced by brands to do that, especially when you're brand new, especially when you're just starting out. You're kind of forced to do that. And if you're following an account where they recommend everything and anything, let's talk about shampoos. 1 week they recommend Pantene, next week they're promoting Kerastase, the third week they're promoting Dove. Which shampoo are they using? Like, this is my question. Which shampoo are they actually using? Probably none of that, right? So you do see what I mean about authenticity? Right now, I think the problem with influencer marketing has become that people have hard time trusting the influencers anymore because of that. Because it's almost becoming like a commercial on TV, right? Where you see a celebrity using box dye, and do you really believe that a celebrity would would sit and do their own hair using a box dye from a drugstore? Probably not, right? So it's kind of becoming the exact same thing with influencer marketing. So now let's roll it all into network marketing. Network marketing, I find it a lot more authentic, just because people that are in network marketing, they're only there for the most part for the products. Okay, I have yet to meet a single network marketer that does not love their products, because it takes the incredible amount of guts to step outside of your comfort zone and actually start building a business and recommending products. And most people that are in network marketing, they're just regular people. They're not influencers. They're just regular moms or, for working professionals that have never done sales or that have never done anything like this before. And it takes guts to be talking about products to people, and especially, starting on social media too. So they better be authentic. You should know that 300% that person is using that, supplement, or that laundry detergent that they're talking about, or those cleaning supplies, or that makeup, right? Or in my case, like that unicorn shampoo, right? I only chose to do this business because I love the products, because they worked for me, and I wanted to share them with everybody. So yes, it took guts. It took taking, that step out of the comfort zone to actually go and talk, because again, stigma around network marketing. Not everybody has the guts to just go and say, hey, this is what I do. So I would definitely say people that are involved in network marketing are very authentic in what they're doing. Of course, there can be an odd person. I'm not going to talk about everybody, right? I can only talk about myself, my team, my company, my organization that I see. And we are all genuinely using our products. We're loving our products. We're recommending our products to our customers. And again, we're not going for a one-time sale, right? Whereas being an influencer, it's easier to go for a one-time sale because you don't know that person who bought that skirt. Maybe they hate the skirt that you recommended, right? But they can't, there's no there's no communication, right? Whereas here, I want my customers to be happy. I know what they're buying. I know the products that I'm recommending. I stand 300% behind them. I'm putting my name and my face behind those products. And people can correspond back with me, right? They can call me, they can contact me, they can message me and tell me about their experiences. And I encourage that, because I want to help them genuinely. Whereas when you are just an influencer, I'm not going to say just an influencer. If you are an influencer, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to be authentic in your recommendations. That's what I'm going to say. If you are wanting to make money as well. One other thing, in comparison between being an influencer and a network marketer, when you're an influencer, there's one thing that you have to be doing in order to make an income, and that is pitching brands. So basically, you have to make a portfolio, you have to present all of your stats. By stats, I mean your followers, so your audience. You have to basically break down all of your audience, right? How engaged they are, what is the engagement rate on your Instagram. For instance, you need to present for which cities they are from, what time zones they're from, and what is their demographics and all of those things, right? To kind of make the brand go first. So every single time you have to sell yourself and your audience in order to collaborate with a brand, which to me, I personally don't like it. Again, not bashing anybody, not making assumptions, not everybody is growing their own business, everybody's growing their own brands, and they are choosing the ways that work for them, okay? For me, I just do not like it. I just do not love it. To me, it's way easier to talk about a specific brand that I stand behind to grow my team because I can put my name behind it, right? I don't have to go and try and pitch all the different brands. I don't have to show my audience and all of that stuff, right? And I think it takes a lot of work, especially when you're just starting out, especially when you're just growing. It takes work to find those PR contacts. It takes work to start the conversation. In most cases, brands do not even want to pay you money, especially if you are a smaller brand, like especially if you do not have much following. They would much rather send you free products and maybe provide you with an affiliate link or a discount code for your followers. Even that, right? So that is something that you always have to consider when you're an influencer and when you're a network marketer, because when you're in network marketing, you don't have to do that. But network marketers need obviously to find the customers, right? So you need to find the customers that are going to purchase your products because your income depends on that. You have to, if you choose to work with the team, right? If you choose to grow your team, to grow your organization, you will also have to put some time into, teaching your team, into growing yourself and teaching that to your team. So that is a different type of work. So it's just different, right? Pitching brands, pitching yourself to brands and like selling yourself and your audience. This is one. Being an influencer, but when you're a network marketer, it's a lot more personal and personal development, growing, learning, and teaching it to your team and kind of expanding that way. So it just depends on where your heart is. And if you can do both, if you feel like, oh, I can totally do both, right? You can totally do both because there's no right or wrong. You can be an influencer and a network marketer at the same time and grow a brand. Like, for example, for me, I do both. When brands reach out to me, I look at what they're offering. I look at what the products are. I enjoy collaborating with clothing brands, especially because it's easy to make an opinion, right? Like, it's easy when they send you clothing, you can tell the quality of like a skirt or a dress right away, right? And you can see how it looks on you, and then you can take killer content and post it. And I just enjoy that kind of stuff. I love fashion. I love beauty. Same thing with makeup. I can use it for a bit and I can kind of make my assumption, make my opinion or rather for my opinion about that product, right? Because again, I'm also a makeup artist, so I love and I know that stuff. And I also love to go through ingredients, and then I'm going to be extremely honest with my audience, and I'm going to share, okay guys, I love this product, this is good, this worked for me, you might want to check it out. In some cases, when a brand sends me something that I do not love, I'm just not going to post about it. And I'm going to be very open with that brand and say, you know what, your product didn't work for me. So I would much rather not mention your product at all than post something negative about it, right? Because my page is positive. Like you can see my YouTube channel, everything is based off of positivity and lifting people up, rather than tearing people and products down, right? I don't love that type of stuff. I'm not a negative person, so I prefer to keep it positive and unicorns and rainbows, and I love to help people and to make them smile and all the good stuff. So hopefully this video was somewhat useful to you guys. Hopefully I broke it down a little bit for you. So you can kind of take this information and make your own choice as to where you want to go, whether you're steering more towards being an influencer and just that, or maybe network marketing is more for you, or maybe you can totally do both like me, and you can kind of find a really nice medium. Because I would say, depending on the network marketing company that you're considering joining, you can build a killer brand and kind of you can incorporate all the things. And I always preach it's very smart to have multiple streams of income, especially these days. So why settle on one thing? If you can create great content, if you can inspire your audience, if you can also impact people's lives and help people and also build relationships with your audience and with your customers, why not do both? I mean, for me, it just made perfect sense to kind of incorporate all of the things into my brand, because everybody who follows me on Instagram knows I love fashion. I love beauty. I love inspiring people. I love building people up. I love impacting people. I love, my friends. I love my team. I love teaching because, again, I used to be a teacher. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense to me, and it's very natural to me because I love to teach. So I constantly find pieces of information. I grow myself, I learn something, and then I want to teach it to my audience, inspire them, and I also want to teach it and turn it into like a business training for my team as well. So I kind of love doing both. So wherever your heart is, go and do that. All I want to say, there are some differences. There are a lot of similarities. And I think one can kind of go very hand in hand with each other, but they also can work very separately. So wherever your heart is, wherever your mind is, whatever you choose to do, just go do that. Just make sure that you're doing it with passion, with purpose, and it makes you happy, and it doesn't make you, die inside a little bit, and you feel like, oh, I had to make this post to make $150, but it felt so bad and not authentic, right? Like, I don't want you to do that, okay? And the same thing, if network marketing makes you feel that way, just don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Anything that you are wanting to do in life, I want you to be happy. I want you to have wings, right? I want you to be super passionate about what you're doing. So if you want to do one thing or the other or both, totally up to you. Hopefully this video was somewhat useful to you. If you found it useful and you've made it that long to the very end of the video, make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram as well for some tips and tricks and inspiration. If you have any questions, specific regarding, being an influencer or working Monat, please do send me an email. I'll always leave my email in the description box below. Go check out my blog as well. There's tons of information about Monat, about myself. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.